Welcome back to Timberborn and our new diary playthrough. So, what are we going to achieve today? Well, hopefully, we may get this actually finished. It's been taking a while to get there and get through. Now, I've noticed a oh, sorry about that. Trying to clear my throat there. A slight problem. This is supposed to be for trees, but when we blast this down, I'll show you. I can't get the forester in, but I've got a. I think I can think of something for that. I'm gonna have to take one of these out wherever I place it. Yes, I know that was a bit of a misplay. I think on an early one, I did calculate that it was 3 or something. But I must have done something wrong. It's not the first time. It was only because I was actually messing about with something else, doing some testing, and I happened to do the same sort of thing on a. It's like my little test map, and then test game, not really map, and I went, oh. Well, that's not what I expected it to be. So I don't know how I managed it. Maybe I was calculating it off the. I was calculating it off the efficient farm, and not the. For example, they're all asleep now. So if we just pause this and I go to the forester, you can see. Look at the difference in height of the two. Some unknown reason, I did this extra one. This is 3. This is only 2. But what happens is that the grill needs an extra height. But unfortunately, the forester needs an even extra height on that. This is a 2. This is a 3. That's actually a 4 spacing. Yes, I know. It's, I went, oh, there's no way that I'm going to be able to make that. This would be the level, and this would have to be taken down. There's no way on anything. Now, there is an option to change it from, obviously, change it from the wood to, let's say, one of the, I don't know, wheat maybe, or whatever we want to change it to. Because there's not I haven't got enough food. I certainly have not enough in there. I'm also waiting. We're a drought in progress, so I've got to push this forward. Because we're perfectly fine. We've got 1,600 in water, and most of the water's actually here. So, as you can imagine, I went, that's a bit of an issue. But, we could say video mistakes were made. Now, obviously, I've grown this again, because most of the time, it's actually going to... I don't know whether to grow it again yet. And leave it just to grow again, because that's only I haven't even got all the explosives in yet, never mind getting it to grow. Because when I get the explosives in, then we can actually start to get this. As you can see here, there's well, in fact, actually, I haven't even put these down, so I need to put these down as well. So we need to go all to the end. I'm not really sure where I should actually be on this. Gonna have to fix this eventually, this debacle here. But let's not worry about that. I'll put this to force this to be the start. Then I'll do this section, like, say this. That way, and they're going to do that first and then do that. Not that it really makes a difference, because they will be doing their lot anyway, but You know? I can't believe I did that. But it is what it is. I mean, the advantage is that this is the layer then. I'll just have to cut like a little notch in the in like one of these, which I could do a test on this actually when I get it down and see where I actually want it to be done. Although that might be a problem because I think some of this is yeah, some of this, so it'd probably be best to say here or somewhere. I think it'll be alright though, because I think that'll be that and that. We just need to decide where it's going, and like I said, I've got to get this all sorted. But until I get all this done, it's not going to be that great. Right, we've got 1,200 left, which is actually the full one of these. Excuse me. I need to get more water as well. So I need, well, basically I need treated planks. I haven't got treated planks. I've got this instead. What I'll have to do is, I think this takes up 4 as well, is take out maybe this. I don't want to take out this because then it will take all of that out. And then go back to... In fact, I'm not even running this. But I can do... I can do now. Now, I haven't got anything in the centrifuge either. I wanted this to be the bad water, but the trouble is I'm so worried about the water itself that it wasn't really much of an issue. But we are getting down. We'll be okay. We'll be using this. We're fine, because if I hadn't had that there, it would have been out of water net by now. And obviously, now I'm not even taking anything out of here either, which I would have started to do, and that would have been a problem because it would have started to kill all this. So I have got that solved. Obviously here, there's no water, which this is going to be not irrigated, but eventually this housing, remember, needs to be here. Which it's clearly not. And that will open up this section as well. So, obviously, we try to get... I don't know how many. I mean, I've only got, like, 70-something on here. And I haven't got a lot on here at the moment. But we will be opening it up. And once we get it opened up, it'll be fine. Now, I've got this here. It's not going to do anything at the moment until these berries go down. Right, drought has ended. Because the drought has ended, I'm going to put this into start pumping. Now, it will take a few seconds to get... No, it's coming now. To get this going, I want to get as full water as I can quite quickly if I can. And obviously, once these start going, which we'll do in a minute, we'll start getting all of this running again. I could take this out for a treated planks. If I really wanted to, but then I'm going to need... well, I've got some resin. I haven't got a lot of resin, actually. I have no idea where it is. What have we got for cutting? We've got all this for cutting. Let's just... take this off. Cutting. And what we'll do is, because we've got these, this is great. And then I need to wait for this. The problem is it needs to get to 100%, and then we need to wait more days before we can harvest the resin. But because we've got all this water here, it's not going to be really much of an issue. So how are we starting to build? Yes, we started to build explosives again. This is the problem with this. This is the Achilles heel. This is a lot of explosives that need to be put in, and then we'll be ready for the boom boom. And then I'll have to decide where I want the forestry to be. Then take out a little notch. It's probably going to be here because obviously I can get to that. It's a what a mistake I'm making. Hello. Excellent sitcom of the 80s. Was it in the 90s? Might be in the 90s actually, just to be honest. Well, obviously now I've got a lot more bad water, but that's... I want this at this side, probably. Or I don't really know. Once I might be able to expand. I want this to come down. It might just be to just blast this down and then build a new one by the time we get down to doing something. Mind, it is a lot smaller, obviously. It's only going to be that wide and then this around here, so... But anyway... What can I achieve? Now, I can't... This is the Tapper Shack, obviously. Now, I can't do anything with the Tapper Shack until this is all done, like I said. So, it's going to take quite a while to be able to get that. It takes about a cycle to get there. And we're using it as fast as we're making it. So, that's another... problem. I mean, I suppose in a way I could enable these to come in, but we will use a lot of, we'll use a lot of bad water. That one, not available in the district. I just do not have enough. I just don't have enough of everything. So I don't really want to, but it might be the only option that I've actually got to be able to... But to be able to actually get more beavers in. Now, I've got to be careful, because obviously the food isn't the greatest. But that would only give me 9, so that's okay. I'll leave that. And I've got 13 vacancies. That's the thing, you see. I just don't have enough beavers to be able to cover it. But I still want... I've lost a bit of food here. That's another problem. And obviously then I can't get this down. I mean, I'll just do a... I'll do something like this. I mean, I'm obviously still using this, so I could probably turn this off. Which would give me back possibly enough for this, if it's going to turn on. It's still not going to turn on. The farms have 3, but I could knock that down to 2, but I know this is a lot of pumping, you see, that's the thing. If we had 2 of these, that would take care of all of them. Easy, 2 large ones. It's such a tiny little map. Such a tiny little map. I'll tell you what I'll do is, I'm going to get rid of these. Now, it won't get rid of the explosives. And use them for under there. That's how much I want to get this done in this. Because it'll get rid of the extract. Don't care about the extract. Well, actually, no, it didn't even have any extract in there. So actually, if you think about it, taking down a 1 like this is actually beneficial because you don't lose anything. They'll come and get this now. and then they'll start to use it. They'll have to take it back to wherever, like here, but it's all going to be, you see what I mean? So it's all going to go up there anyway, and they're going to use it. That's a lot better. That's 20 or 30 explosives. There you go, you see, look at that. Right in the, now I got 30. Ah, there we go. I'm going to even get even more out of this. I'm going to get 30, 40 or 50 out of it. So that's brilliant. They can grab them. Right, that's it. So that's given me 45 extra explosives for this. I think it uses, the 2 uses 1, but I think it uses 2. What does it use? Yeah, it uses 1 extract and 1 explosive. So you think, well, that's quite a decent size. I didn't lose anything by taking that down because it was the explosives itself. You can't, the minimum you can have is 1, and 1 is obviously there. So they're going to do that. Once they've done that, then they're going to do it here. You can still see there's quite a lot, but I want to get it done in this playthrough. That's why I'm speeding through it. See the amount of trees that we've got here. It's just absolutely phenomenal. I'm trying to think of where I could... I want an underground, you see. It's having the space. Let's see if I can have some space here. See what I can get in. Storage with the underground. See, can't rotate. Can I get that in there? Yeah, I can get that in there. Can I get that in there? No. But what I could do is, if I did this for now, made that full, because I need to walk around. I want these logs. There's 1,000 logs, but if I don't have the logs, I can't make the planks, and I'll need everything when we come to the houses. The houses is just going to be, they'll consume an enormous amount of resources. That'll give us the path to go down here when this is built, like so, and I'll get that. But I'm just going to make sure that, yeah, so they can walk in there, I think. Although that's a bit dodgy if it's bad water, but not to worry. Right, that's going to need... I don't care about the gears. That's going to need some more gears, so I'm going to have to turn the gears on, where the gears are actually on, so that's not a bad thing. I still cannot run this one at all. Now, we're not doing too bad then. The only thing it's is extract. That's the only thing I haven't got to be able to get this done. But we're now getting on the last drebs, if you like. That should have had one in. But it did not. I don't really care about that. I care about getting that in there. Oh, that's the ladder, that's why. I think it is. It's a platform. What's that holding up? What's that actually holding up? I don't think it's holding anything up, actually. Yeah, it's not holding anything up. Get rid of that. Don't care. In fact, I can't even get them in the... That's the problem. Can't get them in there. So that could be a 2. Do this to start with. This line. And then do your rubber. That way, it's just stop some messing about with it. We've released all the explosives from here now. So we're back to having to make explosives. And I've got 26 children coming in. So that's good. That'll boost my... But I've got to be careful because I've not got... I've lost about 5 or 6% because of not having the water there. Well, in fact, if I've not got the water, why have I not taken this down then? Why do I not just take this down? Which is the one that... Is it this one? No, it must be this one. Let's just pause a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that can't be. It can't. No, because it's 5, isn't it? It's got to be this one. Yeah, because... I'm going to take this... I'm going to take this out. Then I'm going to do a... Get the land up above there in. That way. I should be okay now. Right, this should... Yeah, because I was gonna... I was obviously, in last one, I was gonna leave the water in, but clearly I didn't, so... Now we can just take this out and get this in, and that'll solve that problem. They'll use the extractor tunnel down there, and well, what I'll just have to clean it out and do is explosives to do them as well. Which is fine. It's fine. Look how much bad water. I absolutely rip through the bad water like there's no tomorrow. Oh, that's why as well. I can't... I'm going to have to turn off 2 of them to see if I can get a bad... No, still can't get it in. What have I got that I can... It's getting these children in. This is the thing. That's what I'm not... I don't have these on full. I only be using these 2. But I'm going to have to be really careful because I'm just... I haven't got the food. I haven't got enough food to go too far. To go too high. Do you know, it would pay me to... I've got all this here. It would pay me to think about... It's not ideal, but it might just save everything if I do this. Up until the point when I don't need it again, and then I can just get rid of it. But at the moment, I can't do that. Put these on full. And then I'll build them. And then that way I can just have some... just have an extra bit of... it's not going to be a lot. But each one could, you know, each one might count actually. Right. Obviously they'll chew through them, get them in. That increases the... I get another 600 there. Oh, well, I don't get 600 here, but if you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I need to get to 300. If I do one there as well, storage, that will give me another one. Build that one. It means that they can get rid of this and start producing a bit more, and giving them a bit more space. This is a grub potato as well. Oh, this is empty. Why is that one empty? Let's put that one. Let's put that one back to having at least a lot more. I've got these as well, so I've got a ton of them. Oh, how are we doing? I know that was a sigh. That was a sigh. We're almost there. We're almost at the stage of. I'd like you to blast these if it wasn't too much trouble. That'll need planks and things and whatever else, but we'll get that going. Planks I don't have to worry about. Like I said, I've got tons of planks to... in fact, you could argue that I don't really need to make any. That would give the chance of... The trouble is I can't... Oh, now we got these in. That's good. Yeah, I've got another... Yeah, I finally got the vacancies solved. But that's exactly what I was trying to do. But I have to be careful. Like I said, I've got to be careful of the food. But I have increased the food here. We're up to 2.7 instead of that. Now that's been refilled again. I'll not take the chance here. I was doing that to... I think I was doing that to put it in here. But I'd rather have more food than I can handle. Drought has started. Let's cancel these. Or stop these, I should say. I still wish there was a button to do them all, because this is a right pain. Turn off all. Especially when you've got a load of them. Right, that's going to do. I've still got some... I mean, I've got 28,000 in science points. I know this is ridiculous. I'll put another... I think this was here. And I'll put that for food as well. But I've now got a lot more. I've got enough for 3,000. And this will add another... You know, another stage on there. Of about 3,200. Yeah, so... That's gonna increase. Obviously, if I wanted to get berries, I could do a berries one. I hear berries. I really did. I've got no berries, but maybe that's a good idea. Just to... I'll put the medium here, but I'm not going to select it. I'm going to get it to do it when it's ready. But if I have to, I'll get all these berries here. There's no way to say stop filling it up. That's the problem. Once you've got it and you'd set it to, hey, you can get rid of it. But you can't say don't fill. There's no don't fill. I don't want any more, you know? I suppose you could... what I could do is turn this off. That might be a better idea. Let's do that then. Let's just get this. But let's turn off that. That gives me a person back as well, actually. That can be emptied. I'm just going to get rid of these to be in a... I'm not going to get rid of them because I might be able to use them for... again, use them for the grilled potatoes once I've got everything going for it. And obviously this reservoir needs to be... I need to have a reservoir here as well. which is another thing that I've not built yet. This will take up maybe some of this room here, maybe just this section. Oh, I haven't got that as selected. Now I'll have that as selected, which I'll send enter. So now this now I've got 3,000. This will all start to get pushed into there. That's good. I'm quite happy with that. How are we doing? We've got a few left to do. Obviously, we've got this here. Let's get them picked up out of the way. Although they don't need them, but they're what's that? What is that? Ah, that's me house. I can't get rid of that then. Yeah, that's a house. Can't get rid of that. That'll have to be blasted another time in the future when I move all the houses. Right. That shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad at all. We definitely should be getting this done in this. And then I'll show you me debacle. I'm not too sure how much of this is actually going to have water. Now, it looks as if to me here that it does have water running, which is probably this channel here that I created. Which is good, because then I'd have to work out something to be able to get all this water. Well, no, it's not fully watered, which is going to be another issue. I'm going to have to think about taking this down to carry on this channel. Just for a while, anyway. Maybe to here. So all this would need to be going. Well, that channel, unfortunately, is probably going to have to be built upwards and not downwards then. Although saying that, though, if you think about it, this is the bottom. This and this would go, these two layers would go anywhere, and then I have to build on top of that. So that's the next challenge. In fact, actually, because I have to build on top of that, that's one, that's two. In fact, I think this layer here is actually the layer, that's the top layer. Or close to it. But it's slow, it's a process, and it's a right pain. But think about it, we can only do what we can do with it. In fact, actually, why don't, because of the way this is, and I don't particularly want to get rid of this, if I do something here, now it will seep down. I know that means filling this in, but that's not too much of a trouble. Maybe if I go somewhere here, I'll put it on low priority because I don't want any priority. Well, I definitely don't want that to be built. It's not ideal that I'm adding to a thing that I might be getting rid of, but if I can do a channel, don't forget I need the problem. What I'm doing is, why am I doing it? Well, this is the problem. If we notice all this here is in dark, we know this is green. This is green because of this, but this is not green now. Theoretically, and I say theoretically, when you put a channel in, it goes downwards. Well, we know it goes downwards because that's it. You know, dirt In this game, dirt, if you put water high on the dirt and it goes down and irrigates further down down. It doesn't irrigate upwards. It won't irrigate upwards, but it will irrigate down. Well, I don't think it'll irrigate upwards. Pig's question his own wording there. But we're almost... Drought is almost out, so let's start about thinking about putting these back on, because I'll forget. Now we have got a bit of water in there. It will, because of all these, but they're going to bed now anyway, so this will be, by the time this gets here, this will be in New Day. New Day. Don't know why I said that, but still. I think I need to go there. No, don't you do that. I don't want you to do this with these. Obviously, water. I suppose as well that I have to consider that the water at the top there will irrigate some of it as well. But once it goes, it might not irrigate it. Now I just put that. You see what I mean? I put that bloody thing. I put that plumbing thing there, and now I don't want it there. What a... What's that? I don't care. I'll get rid of this. I'm going to do a storage that way. And the reason why I'm going to do one is because I'm going to have to... Oh, no, this is not going to work, is it? Because then I can't get them round. Oh, I know what I'll do. I've got a plan. I'm a pig with a plan. Do that. This is obviously turned off. Yes, it is turned off. I never got in there. What did the boy? Because I might have to just go down here slightly. And then that way I don't have to worry. Why is that? Ah, that's not turned off. I was thinking, why is that turned off? Yeah, they're all the way. How are we doing? Is this done? Because I'm looking to see if it's been done. No, it hasn't been done. This hasn't been done. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Stop babby assing. You've got bad water. You've got tons of bad water. Don't say you can't do it. I've got so many unemployed. Right, let's turn this back on. If I've got some unemployed, why? What the hell? What's that for a question mark? Oh, that's that. Huh. Why didn't I have this for this grill? Why didn't I have this for grill? That's miles out of the way. Never mind. Right, this is gonna be. Oh no! No, empty. Go away. I've had a cunning plan. This is not blooming. It blooming is. Just be told. I need that to be emptied. Right. Let's do this slightly different. Right. Pause this. Empty this. BB haulers. Set that to done, and then get rid of that. They'll get rid of all this out my way. That way I'll be able to... If I need to come down here just... I'll need to take some of this out as well, I suppose. I need a three channel wide. Unless... Well, no, I'll do that actually. That's empty now. Because they can get round. They can get around this here by going around here. That's... I don't think I need it, but... that's probably a bad idea. I need it this one here. So if I turn this, do this, that could have been not done like that. That should be done like that. So they do it from this, that way. Oh, in fact, no, that's a bit wrong. I don't want this one done. Because I've got a blast down here, and if I need a... It's not ideal, but it's only for a temporary, so I can get the trees in. And then we can work out a better system. Because it's somewhere here. Which is where the water... Which is the end of the water would be. I'll probably have to move all this stuff as well. Some of this can go. Some of this can go. Right, I think that's been put in. That has been put in. I want all this done now. Just do me this. Just do me all this. Get all this in, so it's what I need to get this going. That there. That it's a fluid dump channel. That's what I'm basically making. Although I'm going to have to work a way to... so this will do this channel here, and I can extend it. Like I said, it's only going to be for a short time. But it'll get the trees underneath done. And I've got so much dirt, that was the whole point. So logs are getting filled. So now we're just taking all this down, see? That's good. Planks, I've still got 1,000, so I'm not really too much worried about that. I could probably... could I think of another place? I could... Well, I suppose if I fill this in... we're going to need this... Some of this edge is going to have to be taken down. But... That's a prime place for another storage for underground for the planks, and that gives me 2,000 and not just 1,000. Yep, I'm breathing heavily. Right, I think this can actually come out now. This can be picked up. No. If I select the right one. That can there. Now I do this. And that's... I don't know where that went, but still, doesn't matter. We're almost at the threshold, my friends, of blasting this down. It's such a long time. You could say, well, it would have been easy just to blast everything down, pig, and then just do it that way. It probably would have been in some respects, but if I'd have had the room, to, I think I can get to this. Yes, they can. You just have to do all this, yeah. I don't want to blast that up yet. I think I do have the channel up here. Well, that is where the walkway is. Oh, no, that's not where the walkway That's where the walkway is. It doesn't really matter, because I can walk around it anyway, but it's going to have to be round this way, isn't it? Because of this. Unless I re-enable this again, maybe. I don't know. Let's get all this in. We've got a couple left. Then I can... I think it's actually done. Oh, it's actually done. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's blast from here. So it doesn't really make any difference. Oh, look at that. That is a thing of beauty. Right. Here's where the problem starts. Now, if I go to here to get the forester in, here's where the problem lies. So you can't get it in. So, I think, therefore I am, that the forester he can only get halfway. So, if he can only get halfway, that's the full way. So, the one right close to next to here, which I think is this one, I need to blast. Let's take this down and this down. I obviously can't blast that pillar, but I think that is far enough away. Goodness knows why I've got that there then. Not too sure about that. Why that? I must have missed this one. This one here, which I did, obviously. Not to worry. That there covers everything. That's why I'm trying to look, you see, because if I was up here, it'd only cover half. But this covers everything. It's a bit of a pain. That's probably a better solution. Where is that? The problem is where I take out this rotate. It could all come crashing down. That's why I'm... It's very difficult to know where that peak is. I think it's 2. That's the problem. I think it's 2. I think it's actually this one as well. Ooh, this isn't good. I may have to... If I take this down and a lot of this falls, then I know I've got it wrong. Could you please take this down? It's a can't you get to it? Ow! Alright, so you can put something there, but you can't actually get round there. Son of a... Okay. I've got it. I've got it. Don't worry. Panic over. I think we will be able to get to it if I can just get to this here and do that. Oh, that's not looking good. That's the platform. Oh, come on. What did you get all this? What did you get all this going for this playthrough? Right, build this. Build this. Right, how is our channel here? Now, the channel is working. The channel should be fine now. That should need a fluid dump to there. I'm going to take out this because this is already a ladder. Do that. That's not a ladder though, but still. That needs a path to there. That needs a path to there. I'll turn it on. I might not even have anybody to be able to do it, yeah? The reason why is obviously... Now, we know this is irrigated to so far, but I want to get... And obviously this is a problem as well. There's no irrigation here either. So I need to have something else in place to irrigate this further down. And then I'll have to... So this needs to be... This is the problem where you get this sort of thing anyway. Ah, right, see? Now they could reach it. Right, let's... Just hopefully I haven't made a complete... ooh, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Because that there is the water channel. Let's just blast down there. Fill that in. Now do that. It's going to be okay. Yeah, it's going to be okay. Right, move out of the way, boys. Oh. Oh! You'd have to have that. Ah, there we go, you see. So that water should theoretically start to wet this area. Yeah, you see. Now it's wetted that area. It's not wetted this center area, though. So this is a problem here. I need to move these things. Oh. Hell's fire. Oh, I got this, this door. Storage. This underground now. This can be for planks. Get that built when it's ready. It's probably going to just do that quite fast, actually. I'll steal them from here. And then that way, if I build some more planks, then I can always just shove them in there. In fact, actually, I might actually build some more planks, actually. Why did I press that? That was the wrong button. I need to utilize this section here somehow. Let's... I've actually got some explosive now, which is pretty good. Let's just blow this down. I don't think I need to blow that down. I can blow this down. That would give me an extra... Apparently that's bad water. Don't know how I managed to have that as bad water. I probably did it ages ago and didn't even notice it. Oh yeah, I think I did. Ah, right. Now, let's... So, that's self-supporting. I was not too sure, you see, how much I need to blast. So that's why I just took the section and I went... And it went... And it went... Ooh, right. Press F. Right. So that is in line with this. So I don't lose too much. I don't lose too much. Now, I'm going to need a... cutter. A cutter. I'm going to need... I'll put 2. But obviously, I'll not man them because I don't need to man them. Right. That is going to need a plant trees. Now get on with it. Oh, he won't get on with it yet, but he will get on with it when he comes down. Plant, and I could just set you to oak. It doesn't really matter what I set you to. There we go. Now he's doing his thing. He's going to take an enormous amount of time to do it, but once it's in, it's in. Yeah, so, right. Now I need to work... Alright, so he got rid of this one as well. That's a bit of a problem. But not to worry, I'll leave that like that. How can I fit this back in? This is the question, which is obviously I want to do. They'll build it. Yeah, I can't. It got rid of that one, but it doesn't really matter. It's not ideal. I just realised I probably actually didn't need to do that. In fact, where that is, as long as I do it here, what if I can get away with going down too? Oh, that's a bit of it. Oof, isn't it? I just realised. Because they can't get to that now. Can they get to it? Ah, they might be able to. Yeah, so I'm blocking this in. So that's how high it should have been, but it's not that high. Well, that was a bit of a calamity, but it doesn't matter. The trees are going in. They're going to do the thing. So I've got it. Yeah. I finally got, after all this time, what I was trying to achieve all this time before. Right, so what we need to do now is clear the planting area of this. Not delete it, just clear it. What that'll do is these will not get replanted again. So I can actually go like this. Don't replant. In fact, I can turn this off. Because the cutters will work. The cutter will cut all this, but he won't replant it again. And then that'll be that one out the way. Because we're going to have that farm underneath. Then it'll be time to do the next one. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Next one, pig. Already. Yeah. But I don't know how... It's that... See, I haven't got to irrigate this, haven't I? So I've got to do something for this one. Here. At least. That doesn't need to be in here, I don't think. Let's do a... It's a temporary structure. Let's just build this like this. My plan is to get up here. There. And this is obviously going to then get watered. I think that's going to be enough. No, it's going to need a lot more, I think. No, actually, no, that's dark coloured. That's not dark coloured, but it might just do this as well. I mean, I have an idea for eventually. I want one more layer, and then the next layer will be the water layer. The water layer, as I was going to say before, is going to have spaddock and cocktails in the top here. So this will be like, but I'll have to raise this so that wherever this level is, let's say, is, there'll be another one here. Because that then is going to have dirt, it'll water right the way down at the bottom. But I can't make that yet because, well, I haven't got enough. I've been trying to get more dirt, but I can't get more dirt. Apparently, I can't get more dirt because I've not even turned it on. So that's a bit of a problem. So now we've got this going. How much explosives have I got? I don't really need them now. Bad water's coming in. That's fine. As long as I'm not making anything that's going to walk into that. No. That's the planks. That's the logs. This will have to be moved. All of this relatively is going to have to be moved. I don't know how... See, yeah, that's not too bad. I don't think... It's difficult to see. That's the trouble with this. It's difficult to see where you know where water can get. I don't think it can get right to the end of here. So building a channel to the right of the end of here might be a good idea as well. Like I said, it's only going to be temporary, but it's going to allow me to water the trees at the bottom. No, don't care about plants. I'm sure later on I'll care about plants. I said, oh, we should get them. Anyway, we are at our end of our episode. Sorry about that. But obviously, you can see now... I'll just do that one. That's actually going to be a... I don't think it doesn't make any difference anyway. I better put one in here just in case. But anyway... like I said, I hope you've... I'm going to actually do this. I mean, this is terrible, but... Oh, they can't get to it now, can they? Because I've taken that out. That was not the brightest idea here, well. But I'm going to have to do this. Then I'm going to have to do... then they can get to this. This here. This water's going to eventually thing out. But anyway... Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this, and please come out again where I actually try not to do a complete and utter debacle. And yeah, bye for now. Don't forget to check out pigz.tv.com and all the other things. And we always have a lot more on the channel. And please like and subscribe. Bye for now.